but we can also forecast it out. And it gives us a peak in global liquidity in September 2024. So this year we'll see a peak. Don't worry, a peak is not a peak of markets. This is a year-over-year rate of change. We don't end up getting to negative liquidity until December 2025. Using our model, we see significant continued upside into 2025, where then liquidity starts falling. And so sometime around the second half of the year, we will see a topping pattern in Bitcoin and therefore crypto.
We are in a crucial and exciting phase of the ongoing cryptocurrency bull market, which many believe could be a defining moment for crypto asset prices and the future trajectory of the bull market. Recent price movements, particularly Bitcoin's drop to $67,000, have sparked speculation about market manipulation and price suppression by major Wall Street players like BlackRock. Critics, who are wary of these investment giants entering the cryptocurrency space, now feel validated in their concerns. Despite tens of billions of dollars flowing in through ETFs, Bitcoin has been trading within a narrow range for weeks. However, many expert analysts remain optimistic about the bull market and the future of Bitcoin and crypto prices in 2024 and beyond. Real Vision founder and CEO Raoul recently predicted a structural rise in cryptocurrency prices in 2024 and well into 2025, dismissing current fluctuations as mere noise. Powell emphasizes that a significant, often overlooked factor is the inevitable increase in global liquidity, as central banks continue to print money to prevent economic collapse. He argues that the global economy reached a critical turning point in 2008, when central banks intervened to prevent a complete meltdown, marking a permanent shift in the economy and asset prices. According to Powell, this intervention created a liquidity cycle with 4 stages: expansion, peak, contraction, and trough, all driven by central bank balance sheets. He believes a new liquidity cycle has begun, and as we move from expansion to peak liquidity conditions around September 2024, crypto asset prices will surge and continue to perform exceptionally well into 2025.
Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself first ahead of the crowd. We have created the ultimate step-by-step crypto cheat guide that will guide you this bull run. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Now by clicking on the link below to get your exclusive copy just under $10.
Here's ISM going forwards, which says the business cycle is going to rise. This is why currently cyclical stocks, commodities are rising, because the ISM is starting to pick up. But we can also forecast it out, and it gives us a peak in global liquidity in September 2024. So this year we'll see a peak. Don't worry, a peak is not a peak of markets. This is a year-over-year rate of change. We don't end up getting to negative liquidity until December 2025. So this is why I think this cycle runs between now, and it started in 2022, sometime in 2025, somewhere probably towards the latter end. Normally, the crypto markets end in December. Maybe it comes a bit sooner. We'll have to be on alert for that. But basically, this is how we see liquidity playing out. Again, don't expect perfection. I'm not expecting to be perfect, but it'll give you a pretty decent idea. You don't need a massive liquidity cycle either. You don't need 2020 to drive these things up. You just need liquidity to be positive and stay positive for markets to work their magic. Now, those forecasts, if I use the log channel of global liquidity, using the everything code forecast doesn't look unreasonable. Doesn't look unreasonable at all. Now, it might not get to 2 standard deviations. Maybe it's 1 standard deviation like it got to in 2017. Remember the crypto market then? That was la la land. 2013, 1 standard deviation, a complete wild crypto market. So again, you don't need the massive liquidity, you just need liquidity. And so that's where we think it might go. Let's see how it plays out. That corresponds with the log channel in Bitcoin, obviously. And that would give us something like a forecast of around 270,000 by the end of this year. Again, please don't hang on to my forecast. Say, Raoul Pal forecast 270,000 this year. That's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is contextualize stuff for you and say, listen, between now and the end of the year, it's going up a decent amount. Is it 150,000? Is it 250,000? Is something in the middle? I don't know, and I don't really care. And nor should you. People get too hung up on forecasts when this asset is just going up over time. Anyway, it means this year will be a very strong year. And we can plug in some forecasts. And I don't like giving these out to people because people, again, will take this out of perspective. They'll say, Raoul Pal forecast $400,000 Bitcoin headline. That's bullshit. What I'm saying is, using our model, we see significant continued upside into 2025, where then liquidity starts falling. And so sometime around the second half of the year, we will see a topping pattern in Bitcoin and therefore crypto. And it suggests that it should be strong. Even if you halve my targets, halve the analysis that comes out of the model, that's still a great year. Also, Fed liquidity is the driver of the ETH Bitcoin cross, which is a proxy for altcoin season. Now, it's very interesting because we're now coming into the halving, and it was roughly at this point back in 2020 that ETH started bottoming versus Bitcoin, and then took a while to base and then went up like a rocket ship for the entire next year.
Powell is eagerly anticipating what he calls the banana zone, a term he coined to describe the phase in every cryptocurrency bull market where prices surge dramatically. According to Powell, this highly anticipated moment offers limitless opportunities for patient investors who can ignore the noise and avoid leveraging their positions, which could cause them to miss out on the gains. Though he hasn't provided a specific timeline for the banana zone, he predicts it will start sometime between June and August 2024 and last until June to December 2025. During this period, the renowned macro analyst and former Goldman Sachs executive expects a rapid rise in crypto asset prices and adoption. He forecasts that the overall crypto market cap will grow from around $2.5 trillion today to at least $10 trillion next year. This implies individual crypto assets could triple in value, with Bitcoin potentially increasing from its current $68,000 to around $270,000 per coin. Even in the worst-case scenario, Powell expects Bitcoin to reach $200,000. Powell is even more bullish on Ethereum, which he believes will outperform Bitcoin, and Solana, which he expects to outperform both leading cryptocurrencies. Let's get back to the video.
So this is ex-Ethereum. So this is the rest of the space really starting to accelerate. And sometime in 2024, we will hit all-time high market cap of altcoins, and this chart will go truly into the banana zone, which I know is a very fun time. People lose their minds in this period, and I'm urging you to remember my rules about don't use leverage, keep top 3, top 5 market cap tokens. If you are going to go out the risk curve, do it with 10% of your capital or less. Just be careful out there. Don't f this up. This is a gift, but you can screw it up by getting greedy, getting FOMO, and doing stupid shit you shouldn't do. Just don't do that. If you want to have some fun, catch an altcoin season, do it with your 10%. Who knows? You might make a 10x on it. Chances are you'll end up with a bunch of embarrassing stuff in your wallet that goes to zero over time. That's the way it works. But your ETH, Solana, Bitcoin, they'll do just fine. Okay, let's talk about crypto summer, just in a very simplistic terms. Here's the chart of the seasons. So spring is green. We had a great spring this year. Summer is when a lot of the gains start to happen. Fall was tricky last time around. We got a stunted cycle. If you remember, that kind of double toppy style thing was highly unusual. 2017, 2013 were more typical, obviously, of the fall season. And so we don't know how this one's going to play out. I think it plays out more like 2013, 2017, but it's all assessing the odds as we go. But right now, this is the easy year, the summer. So we should just be able to set it, forget it, and let the gains accumulate. And then very soon, like in the next month and a half, we will start to hit the banana zone. And this is what happens when you hit the banana zone. Things get absolutely wild, which is the really magical part of why this is the greatest macro trade of all time, is this part. And it's coming. Will it look the same as others? Who knows? Some have been absolutely crazy. Others were more difficult, like the last cycle. But that's usually what happens when we hit altcoin season. From summer and then into fall, things get really, really exciting.
According to popular on-chain analyst Willy Woo, Bitcoin is currently experiencing a minor capitulation phase triggered by the April halving event. Woo predicts that we could see more liquidations, further driving down Bitcoin's price before reaching new all-time highs. In a post shared on Twitter, Woo wrote, "Bitcoin is undergoing a rare minor capitulation. This one is from the halving event, culling weak miners. As they die, they dump Bitcoin, and the price rebounds afterward. But first, we need to purge the open interest in futures bets. Liquidations need to happen before a pump. When asked about the role of paper markets, Wu added paper in the system got purged after FTX, and BTC recovered after that. Since April 2020, there has been a buildup of paper despite spot ETFs being scooped up. We need that purge to be structurally healthy for new all-time highs. Despite their different approaches, with one focusing on macroeconomics and the other on on-chain data, Powell and Wu agree on one thing: Bitcoin, and by extension other crypto assets, will stage a significant recovery soon, hitting new all-time highs. Do you agree with their predictions and analyses? Please share your comments and observations in the comments section below. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.